Okay, let me move there. Okay, let me start off. Now, one of my favorite games to play is Overwatch. And as any Overwatch player knows, we are getting a new hero very soon. Baptiste. Why am I worried? Well, I am actually a supporter for Mercy becoming better. I was not for her rework at all. And yeah, I mean, I never really touched Mercy, but at the time I was a Junkrat main, and I really didn't mind getting my Riptire rezzed. I mean, yeah, it sucked, but like, so was getting blown up by a D.Va bomb. You know, it was one of those things where I'm just like, oh, this happened. Well, next fight. Why am I mad at Baptiste now? Baptiste, the reason Mercy got her rework in the first place really was because her ultimate gave her invulnerability while she was rezzing the team. That was the problem in and of itself. Really, that was the only thing that needed to be changed. And I've been hoping that Blizzard fixes that and goes back on that and sees like, oh, just remove invulnerability, add some line of sight changes and a little bit more, and we'll be good. Then they introduced Baptiste, who has just an ability, not an ultimate, mind you, an ability that makes the team invulnerable. Now, mind you, you can lower them to 25 health, is it, for a squishy? I think. Otherwise, if Mercy were to get the neutered version of her old ult back, then really doesn't fix the problem anymore. Because now you have two heroes, one of them can ensure that the other one doesn't die during her ult that reses the entire team. Which, the problem cannot be fixed anymore. It can't, unfortunately. The only way how I can possibly see this being fixed now is if they give her just a completely new ult. And Valkyrie, I understand its use. I do. It's pretty much an Orisa ult is my problem. It's like having a second Orisa ult. I feel like the Mercy will get more use out of using damage boost in that than they will using healing. It's a weird thing like that. It really is, and I'd rather that they'd have more variety when it comes to ults like that. So I'm not really for her ult at the moment, and her old ult really isn't a viable option anymore because the main part of the problem is now just can't be fixed anymore unless they get rid of Baptiste's immortality field, in which case they can still bring back Mercy's old ult, neutered down, by the way. But other than that, it's that, and it makes like a lot of. Now, I will admit, his immortality field does make, for instance, Deadeye a lot more viable now. Flank Deadeye with Baptiste is now viable again. Well, it never really was, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it does provide some more of that, but the problem with Immortality Field is I feel like it should have been an ult. I have no problem with something like that being in the game, it just can't be an ability. It has to be an ult, which is, to be fair, the same argument can be said for Mercy. There are people who say that Res as an ability is too strong, and honestly, they're probably not wrong, other than the fact that she takes too long to res the person, but that's besides the point. So that's my opinion on Baptiste. Now, I do like the rest of his stuff, I'm calling it a frog jump. I can't exactly remember what it is. I was waiting for a grenade healer, other than Ana, but that doesn't count, to come in. You know, one that just is pretty much Junkrat for the support category. Then he's got a pretty much a passive, not a passive, but he's pretty much got a Lucio healing aura that can't switch to speed and can only turn on at every 15 seconds, I want to say that is. If memory serves, I might be wrong on that. But yeah, that was my opinion, and I guess review, of Batiste. So, thank you. I hope to hear all your thoughts in the comments, and good day, sirs! And ma'ams, and people of other things. Goodbye.